my throat just fart? I don't know what that noise was. I took a gulp of water before I started filming this and then just suddenly... Are you going to say something, Martin? But anyway, hello everybody, I'm InTheLittleWood, also known as Martin, hi. So this is a quick video today just to kind of explain in a little bit more detail about some of the changes that are coming to the channel as of today and for the rest of the future. Some people were a little bit scared by the trailer and they were a little bit confused about some of the show names that they already recognised, like Havagander and Martin Plays, but now I've actually given them a proper purpose and I just basically wanted to refocus everything, and I kind of wanted to have a more solid schedule because a lot of the days when I come into this office, I sit down, I sit there for ages worrying about what I'm going to film. I then go there and look through all of my stats and views, and I just kind of freak myself out thinking if I don't make a video on this game, then no one's going to watch it, and that's not a healthy way to work. I want to come into the office and go, right, okay, I need a video of this genre, go nuts, make what you want to make, not what you think the numbers and people and everybody else wants to see. And that's kind of the main reason for this entire overhaul, is I think I've been trapped in some ways to a certain kind of standard for a while now, and I just kind of want to be me. I kind of want to do me. I want to play games that I want to play, which I have done, but it's always been quite heavily influenced by audience input as well, which can be harmful and also helpful. It's a very careful balance and a careful line to walk across. But anyway, let's go through the schedule. Monday to Sunday, some things will need explaining, some really don't. They're quite self-explanatory. So Monday is the best bits. And one thing I want to point out about this first and foremost is that I love doing this. I love making a little compilation of stuff. It means if I do a big end of year montage sometime at the end of 2015, then I'm going to have such a nice condensed library of clips that I can pick from, and that's kind of the main reason why I do it. Also as well, I know everybody can't watch every single video. With this new schedule and pretty much how I've been for the last few months, it's 14 videos in a week. That's a lot of time, and I appreciate that not everybody can get through it, so why don't I just show you the funnies? I mean, fingers crossed people will actually still watch the content and not just watch the montage each week. But one thing I do promise to do is to get a little bit more on it when it comes to taking screenshots of your comments from those videos, and that is also something I need to cover, is the fact that people were going back to last week's montage. So say it's a Saturday, they go back to that Monday that's just gone and comment on the best bits video, a moment of a video in the future, and you can already tell from me explaining it, it gets a little bit confusing. So just to clarify, I want you to comment on the video itself with the timestamp of that video, and if you can, put the word best bits in your comment, because then all I have to do is Control and F, I find your comment, I can take a screenshot, I can include it. So there you go, that's all cleared up. So then there's Tuesday. One thing that I don't think was too clear in the trailer is that those are general gaming days. Tuesdays and Thursdays are just going to be general gameplay, usually solo stuff, but I want to point out that it's not always going to be strictly Havagander on Tuesday, Martin Plays on Thursday. The way I see it going is I play a game for the first time, and as I go through it, I get a general idea from my mood, from my reactions to it, what kind of format it's going to fall into when I come to edit it later on. And then what I can do is I can re-record the intro to say, hi, welcome to Martin Plays, or hi, welcome to Havagander, either or. So basically Tuesdays and Thursdays is either going to be solo stuff or it could well be collaborative stuff, but I'm kind of hoping that any collabs that I do, I'm going to reserve those for Wednesdays, which is kind of the mystery video day, which we can now move on to and discuss. So I've already got a couple of pretty cool mystery videos lined up for the first 2, maybe 3 weeks, if everything goes according to plan. And the first one coming this Wednesday, I'm not going to try and ruin it too much, but something we promised you a couple months back, you're finally going to receive. Probably not secretive in the slightest. I'm getting the old gang back together. There you go. Totally ruined. The Wednesday after that is the final Wednesday of the entire month, and I think that's the same day that I'm always going to choose each month, the final Wednesday, to do my new podcast. And it's I want to call it a podcast, but it also feels like it's more of an interview. Each month I'm planning on getting one person on it with me, and we discuss things. I'm not going to say exactly what those things are, but I think the format that I've chosen is going to be good because it always means that the guests are going to be super enthusiastic about the things we're talking about. Again, might have ruined it, but anyway, that's that. Other than that, the mystery videos may also be songs, as I mentioned in the trailer. You know, myself and Sparkles really like to make music, and I've had quite a bit of a confidence boost since last year because I wrote the song about Wildstar, and that was a complete original. It's the first time I ever wrote an original song, and I think it's now instilled me with so much more confidence when it comes to songwriting and working out melodies, you know, like sounds and vibes and all that sort of stuff, and how to collaborate with somebody else when working on a project like that as well. So those will hopefully be coming soon. soon. Right, let's move on to Thursday then. So I've just realised I've not actually explained how Have a Gander and Martin Plays are going to work. So with this being the general gaming slot, let's do it. So Have a Gander is a series that I did a while back, and really it's not changing too much. I just was kind of unsure on the name before, but I've decided I like it. It's unique, it's something that I say in general day-to-day life, it's a phrase that I throw out there. Even if people don't understand it, I'd like to think that people will pick up on it and realise very quickly that it's very similar to like TV's WTF is. You know, I'm no kind of journalist, I'm not going to be very critical about these games, I'm no kind of reviewer, it's just my initial hands-on. I'm going to try and keep it as unedited as possible. So, you know, if I play for half an hour, I'd like to think that that is legit like half an hour, maybe 35 minutes of gameplay footage with just bloopers or guff just chopped out. I'm going to keep in all the tutorial stuff, all the cutscenes, and sort of discuss what I think about the game, and that's about it. You know, I'm not going to be giving it 5 out of 5 stars and bing, 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 bing. You know, giving it ratings and stuff. Barely, like, nobody cares what I think about games. I don't have that many followers on Steam Curator, so I'm not going to try. Anyway, let's move on to Martin Plays. So I think the best examples of this series so far, because I've kind of been feeling it out and trying to work out the format for the last couple of months, I would say are Sonic Boom and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I found when I played both of those games that it was kind of difficult to commentate over them. Sonic Boom was so bad and it was so much consistent crap that it would just be 20 minutes of me rambling and talking about everything that's wrong and broken with the game, which doesn't make for a fun viewing experience. So instead, I just went to the most extreme glitches and the most extremely derpy or cringeworthy parts and kind of made it like a compilation, like a fun montage of all the highlights. And I kind of did the same for Call of Duty. I actually liked Call of Duty, that being the contrast. But again, that game is quite difficult to narrate over. There's a lot of like Navy guys talking to you at all times. There's lots of explosions and things. It's hard to keep a running commentary going on that, which is why, again, I opted for that jump cutty format. So that is what Martin Plays is going to be. I reckon I'll probably spend more time actually playing the game and then chopping it down. So typically for a Have a Gander, it'll be half an hour, edit it ever so slightly, you'll get about the same length. Whereas a Martin Plays, I see myself probably playing the game for maybe an hour, maybe even an hour and a half, and that suddenly becomes like a 15-minute video. That's how crunched down and condensed I'm going to make it. Friday doesn't really need a great deal of explanation. The trailer did a good job of that. Virtual reality videos, failing that, whether it's actually for technical difficulties, which happens very frequently with the Oculus Rift, then I'll probably play something that is on the web. So, you know, things like Cat Mario, Elsa's Baby Birth, stupid Flash games did really well last year, so I want to do those again. And then there's always the option of playing some games on the iPad as well. I've done things like Mini Ninjas, Puzzle and Dragons, Hearthstone, who cares how it's pronounced, Stone. When that initially came out, there is some pretty good stuff on iOS. Unfortunately, I don't really have a capture method from Android, so if anybody can make me aware of one of those, that'd be fantastic. Saturday doesn't really need explaining. Mail comes in, I read it, it goes out on YouTube, voila. And Little and Cubed is on Sundays as always. You all seem to know that better than I do. If I miss a Sunday of Little and Cubed, you all seriously let me know about it on Twitter. So the last thing we need to discuss today is Let's Plays. So I know tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Woo! And it's the release day of Zelda Majora's Mask. I know I said I was going to play it, and I still am, so don't worry about that. But The Escapist has been way more popular, way more fun, and it's actually taken way longer to get through than I anticipated. And all of those things are good, because I'm actually still thoroughly enjoying the game, other than when I rage quit at the end of the last prison. I was a little bitch about that. But anyway, I'm going to let that game run its course, and then I'll begin Zelda Majora's Mask. The reason that I'm not rushing away from a Let's Play is, one, it would be stupid, and two, there aren't really that many games coming out, at least in the next few months, and just generally this year, that I see myself Let's Playing, so I really don't want to like get ahead of myself and find that I have nothing to play, and I pick up a game and play it for 20, 30 episodes when I'm not really that into it. The only other games I foresee myself playing this year are Final Fantasy 15, I would say, and also Kingdom Hearts 3. I've currently played through Kingdom Hearts 1, and I'm almost at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, and I've been watching a lot of lore videos to find out what happens in all of, like, you know, the spin-off ones on the DS, but that's really all I've got in my arsenal this year. And I think that brings us to the end of today's video. That's it. I think I've explained every tiny little detail I could about the brand new schedule, and I don't think it's as scary as you thought it was, is it? It's literally just the same stuff we've always been doing, except it's got a fresh lick of paint, and it looks slightly more presentable and is a bit more organised, which I think I definitely need, because I get quite cloudy-headed sometimes, and things like this just add to the stress, and everything gets more foggy, and it just means that I don't want to make content. So there you go. If you do have any more questions, I don't know how you would, but if you do, Feel free to put them in the comment section below. Somebody else might be able to answer them, but I'm going to be very on it with the comment section of this video to definitely make sure that everybody is in the know and everybody understands exactly what's going on. Alternatively, you can now tweet me. I got verified like yesterday. Can you believe it? After like 2 years of complaining about the I's and the L's looking the same on Twitter, I finally got that blue tick next to my name, which was so awesome. And a final thing, actually, I've just remembered as I'm filming this, and loads of people have probably already tabbed out or they've already put it in the comment section. Where are the live streams? Is the Big Friday live stream coming back? The answer is yes. But I like but. No, but the big but about this is that I'm currently in the process of selling an apartment and buying a house. So as you can imagine, making content is quite difficult for me at the moment in general, let alone live streaming on top of that. Every day I'm on the phone to solicitors and banks and mortgage advisors and all these different kinds of people, and it is literally the most stressful thing anybody could ever do. So I'm not going to put that pressure on myself to live stream just yet, but once we move into this new house, the new office is actually going to be completely soundproofed. So you're going to be able to hear a pin drop in there, and that's when the live streams will return. Chances are it'll be on a Friday instead of a Saturday, just because the Big Friday live stream just rolls off the tongue a lot better, and I think it always performed better on those days as well. But anyway, it's literally 1 minute to 5. I need to go and upload the brand new channel banner for when the trailer goes out in just a second. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I really hope you stick around and support me through this brand new relaunch, and we make more fun, more creative, and more awesome things in 2015. And we have the channel birthday coming up soon on like the 21st of Feb. I have no plans for that. I'll have to work something out when it comes to it. But thank you very much for watching and listening, and I will see you all in a little bit. Bye-bye!